what's going on, beer planners? It's your favorite podcasters back again with another episode of the $1 billion podcast called the Beer Planners Podcast. All right, y'all know me, the world famous DJ V-Loss.
I'm not a DJ, but I'm Vinny.
It's boy Flash, chilling as always.
DJ Melodies.
And Mr. Brown's in the building.
Yeah.
With the extra baritone voice.
In the building. The fuck is that, man?
You know what's good.
You're better than the rest of us? Are we not in the building?
I always say it.
Always.
All right.
That doesn't mean nothing. Anyways, we also have a special guest with us today. Actually, this is our second guest ever. Wow. Someone who's actually literally my family. So this is someone who's, dear to me, my family, my younger brother. Clap it up for my brother Chance. He's here to talk about something he's been passionate about for the past couple years. He's been developing a beer, actually. So I'm going to give my younger brother a chance to speak, and let's introduce Chance.
All right. Hey! You'll give him a chance to speak. I love it.
I see what you did there.
Yeah,
bars.
You're funny, Mr. Brown.
Double entendres.
Yeah.
Don't even ask me how.
I know, right? Don't know.
All right, so hey everybody, I'm Chance. A little bit about myself. Stuck in the middle as always, but we here.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
He couldn't resist.
No, we couldn't.
It was an alley-oop. So I've been developing some beer and things like that. We're gonna do some tasting and get you guys' opinion on what you guys think, what you guys feel about it.
I love it.
And I think we'll go from there.
Well, why don't you tell us what started you to develop this beer?
Okay. So for me, I got one shout out my homeboy Deshaun, because if it wasn't for him, it wouldn't be possible.
Cool.
Also shout out to Dooch and the beer culture. So these things, I'll reference them a little bit later too going forward. But like my homeboy Deshaun used to always come up, from Virginia, and every time he would come up, he would just bring up different types of beers, different styles of beers, and we'd be like, yeah, just try it. Let me know what you think and whatever. So one beer turned into over like 20 beers, and then I started liking just beer in general to where I would get myself up to a point where I wanted to buy a book from my guy Dooch, and there was a beer culture, and started reading a book. It's called This Ain't the Beer That You Used To, and it really just is like a very, not elementary, but it breaks you into it and lets you know like the different styles of beers, how beers are made, and things like that, and I grew appreciation to it, and so I started just trying my own beers, liking different styles and stuff like that. And then, the pandemic happened. We all were bored and finding new hobbies.
True.
Yeah,
Right.
I got to give a big shout out to the mother of my child, Andrea, because she was the one for Father's Day who brought me my first beer kit. So with that, I just wound up brewing a beer out of it. It was an IPA at the time, and it just really got the juices going and stuff like that. So I started getting really into it and just creating, just being real, just, into it and stuff like that. So, I started brewing like 3 different types of beers over this year, and we're going to try the 3 that I brewed. And, that's what got me here.
Fuck yeah,
right,
man.
man.
Shout out to the pandemic. Some of us were finding new porn to beat off to. You were finding new beer to brew. I love it. God's plan.
That rhymes.
All right, cool.
Shout out to that queen behind you.
That's right.
That's
true. Yeah, for sure, man.
Shout out to Dre.
Yeah.
Investing in a passion.
All right, fuck yeah, man. Let's get into some of these beers then.
So, I think what we all got first will be the cider.
Okay. Which one was the...
That one's your cider.
That is?
Yep.
Oh, you gave me 2 ciders.
Did I?
I think so. That's fine.
I'll alley-oop you and give you the one you need.
Okay. All right, so what's this cider called?
Haven't thought of a name for it, truthfully, but we're gonna say.
All right, fuck it. We'll
get back to it.
We'll call it Cider 1.
Name is pending.
Okay, all right, here we go.
So this is apple cider. It should be pretty good on the
Is this
mouthfeel.
the
It
one
shouldn't
I
be
had?
sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be like on the sweet side, maybe semi-sweet. It's aged for a little bit, so
Okay.
let's try it and let me know what you guys think.
All right, let's shout out to it. All right, let's get this going.
Oh, all right. That's not bad.
Oh, that is amazing. That is
See,
amazing.
it's not like super sweet, but it's the right amount of sweetness to me.
Semi-sweet. So it's
Semi-sweet.
aged a little bit. So
Yeah.
I'll say it's semi-sweet. When I first had it, it on the sweet side.
So
it's aged a little.
So that makes it more sweeter if you age it more or less.
It makes it less sweeter.
Oh,
Kind
okay.
of like wine. Like
Gotcha.
you age a wine, like you lose out. You know, the sugars and stuff start to get fermented more, and you get more alcohol and things
Wow.
like that.
So this is probably how it
So
should
it's like
taste.
semi-sweet.
Yeah.
I like that. It should
Right,
taste.
so when you get a
Yeah,
real
it
sweet
should
beer, when you
taste.
get a sweet cider, 9 times out of 10, it just didn't age a little longer. Like they might have just fermented it, put it in a bottle, and then like maybe like a month or so, maybe try
Wow.
it, and then you get it sometimes less.
I actually like this better.
Oh,
not-
right.
It doesn't
Now-
have. It's
Yeah, it's like really smooth.
It's
not-
smooth. It's real smooth. It's not like soda. Like a
Right.
lot of. I feel like a lot of ciders that I've had, and I'm not a cider drinker at all, so haven't had a lot of experience at all. But it feels almost like I'm drinking soda with apple juice
That's
when I drink a cider.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Right,
this
yeah.
one is like it's different. It's smooth. It's not like that bite, like you're drinking soda.
It's like subtle.
I love it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and we're not. We would be honest if we didn't.
Yeah, we're not being paid to do
But,
the
yeah.
taste
Well,
test.
I am.
Well,
And
But
I don't
I-
like sweet stuff anyway.
your
so.
opinions definitely matter.
I'm a big cider guy because I fucking hate beer. But
We're gonna change that
okay, all right, bet. But like this,
over time.
I agree with Melodies. It's very. First of all, it feels like natural. That's the main
Yes.
thing. It feels like natural, like no like bullshit in it.
Mm-hmm.
So and I don't know, for some reason it feels like it has soul in it. Like you have to give a fuck.
All right now.
You know what I'm saying?
All right
Put your
now.
heart and soul into this.
You taste the hints of blueberry and oak wood.
I do. I feel the pain of our ancestors into this. So, you know, I
It was
love it.
brewed on a plantation.
Right. All right, cool. All right.
Right,
So
all
what's the next brew so I can have more excuse to have alcohol in my system?
Okay, so the next one, it's going to step up a little bit on the scale and move a little bit more to just beer in general. So it's going to have
Okay.
that beer taste.
Okay.
Before we get that, what is the difference between the cider and beer, like process? What?
So for me, what I've researched, and I'll come back, I'm pretty sure somebody else will also correct me if I say something wrong, but for me, I believe ciders is just the base of what you're using. Like, so with the cider, it's apple, pretty much apple juice. You'll take an apple, you crush it, get the juice out of it, or you can just use apple juice. I've learned that too. Where beers is more of a different process where you use different types of grains, you use malts, other types of things go into the beer itself, where a cider is just more just the fruit, the yeast, and then you ferment it, basically seal it off, don't let no oxygen get to it, so therefore all that sugar gets turned into alcohol.
This sounds just like on Breaking Bad when Walter White makes his back. Like it's the exact same thing, yo. Like the
it's
science
It
behind
is
it.
definitely a science behind it.
For sure.
And, I've done low grade levels of this while I was getting my bachelor's degree and stuff, so that's why I thought this is fun.
Yeah.
And stuff
I was
like
That's
just about to
great,
ask
man.
you, like,
Yeah.
what's the best part, the figuring it out or the product?
So I like the procedure and just doing it, like making it stuff, you know what I mean? But then when you reach the snags and gotta like go back and figure out, all right, what went left, or did I add too much of this, or did I add too less of that? So that's where I'm kind of at now and trying to learn how to like perfect the craft. But like learning the craft was the fun part because it felt like being in the lab all over again.
That's amazing.
Oh, I like
That's
that.
fucking badass. That's
All right, let's
awesome.
move to the.
All right, so which
My
one
bad
is
for
that?
cutting you off. I was
It's
getting.
okay.
Which
So
one
the
is
next
intrigued?
beer
What-
is it's a strawberry lemon shandy.
I think that's this one, right? Is that this one? Okay.
So with this one,
That's what I like.
what I did with it, I brewed like just a regular shandy, like from the style that they made or whatever. But then I added my own little twist to it, and I added some strawberry puree to it. So that's why you get the pink color in the
Okay.
beer and stuff like that.
All right.
You should smell some of the strawberry on the aroma. It won't really be on the taste, but it'll be more on the smell. So on the taste side, you should get more of that lemon. It was also used with wheat beer, so like the grain that was used was wheat. So you should be getting a lot of that. And then, it's more of a beer taste. And then you should get the strawberry aroma behind it too.
All right.
All right.
So,
Bottoms
Take a
up.
sip.
And I love strawberry, so this would be great.
Okay.
You smell the strawberry?
Oh my fucking goodness.
How you like
And
it,
this
Melodies?
is a beer brew.
It's a beer.
And I fucking hate beer, yo, but this
I
is
almost
so
want to
good.
taste it because I wish I did.
What's that?
I don't drink beer because it just tastes like pee.
Strawberry.
Well,
Strawberry pee.
have you ever had strawberry pee? It's the best.
No Carisha.
No Carisha. No Carisha.
But see,
And, you know, even with beer itself, like a lot of things that I've noticed, especially us in the black community, like when we've gotten introduced to beer, we kind of got a bad introduction to it. So it's like there's so many different styles of beer. So like when people say things like that, I'm like, okay, it's just there's a style of beer that you hate. You know what I mean? But there's also a style that I feel like you'll like.
I agree with that. Yeah.
You know, but it comes with just experience and research. Because not everything, you know, it's like wine in a way too, where it's like you build your palate for certain things and stuff. So it's very similar.
Your palate.
Your taste palate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like some people like bitter, some people like sweet.
Right.
You know, so it's like you find a balance in between the two.
Well, as a non-beer drinker,
That's the episode. You wanna try it?
as a
So this one is that one. Yep.
as a non-beer drinker, I like this a lot. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's the culture too. Like the culture of just having a beer, which like it's different from like drinking liquor with your friends, as opposed to beer or wine with your friends. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. I like it a lot.
See, I like Summer Sandy, so you know that's probably one of my favorites to have in the summer. So this is definitely reminds me of that. It's pretty good. You can.
It reminds you of like being on the beach.
Yeah, this is like some shit I would definitely, this is like perfect for like summer. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Listening to Flash's favorite album, Honestly Never Mind. So
Never fails.
Shout out to Biz Dope. Yeah, man. I like the beer for sure.
yeah.
Never mind that whatever
Actually,
V Loud's
it's
been talking
cider
about.
more.
That's just the beer talking. That's the beer talking. Dude. All right, cool. And what's this last one that we'll
Last
have?
one, we're gonna step it up a notch.
Sorry, man. That cider is banging. Banging.
Nice.
Y'all gotta get
Very
that.
welcome. So the next one is a black IPA. So if you're familiar with IPA beers, you know it's strong on the hop flavor. You smell it. You know you get a lot of the hops.
Okay.
So with the black IPA, you know I wound up doing it with a different grain than your typical IPA. So it's like so you should get a toasty like taste as well. Like some people get chocolate, but it's really not chocolate. It's more of a caramel and some citrus, and then you might, then you're gonna get that toasted like oak kind of like taste.
Okay. All right. Let's try it.
So,
Let's do it. Let's fuck. I
love
love the
IPA.
description. I love. Oh, do you?
That's my drink beer is IPA.
I love it.
So
Okay.
People that like IPAs, it's not always everybody's cup of tea. So, but I think this one is a nice balance to it.
Now I'm gonna say, as the person you're talking to, I'm not a big IPA guy. I can get through this though.
you can get through it.
I can get through this.
Did we say what IPA is this?
Oh, so IPA is it's shorthand for an Indian Pale Ale. So that's the difference.
Learned something new today.
Yeah, right.
I never knew it was
Y'all was going a long way like y'all knew what he was talking about. I'm like, let me step out there because I don't know what that is.
Right.
We all just sitting there like, oh,
Yeah.
Pretending to be cultured, like
Yes, I appreciate it.
I mean, of course we know, but for those who don't,
Yeah. So,
Okay.
And even with beer, it's like there's two main branches. You got lagers and then you got ales. Lagers are more on the crisp side. Like a lot of your commercial beers and stuff are usually lagers. Ales are, you get more. They come with different colors, different tastes. Like you said, you got Indian Pale Ale, you got English Pale Ale, you got red ales, brown ales,
sour
amber
ales.
sour ales and stuff like that. So you can experiment a lot more with ales, where lagers are a little bit more crisper and cleaner.
that's awesome.
And this one seems stronger, so I like this one. It's my favorite.
And they can get boozier. Yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right, bet.
All right.
I love it, man.
Good stuff.
Yo, let's give it up for AVB over here. All
Coming
right.
soon.
Yeah, and we're
You can always follow me on Instagram as well at AVB4775 on Instagram. There's going to be a lot more coming, a lot more content, and I'll definitely be excited for anybody who's down for the ride.
follow right now, goddammit.
Yes, please.
so what you can reveal to the world now that we'll be working together, you and I,
Yes.
to get something going by 2024. We're gonna
Yes.
really, start getting
Hunker down and work.
Yeah,
together.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
And it's going to be great. We're going to definitely have something sample for the public.
Definitely.
We're going to, and what's our mission? There's a mission statement that comes with this.
Definitely, it's not just. I mean, of course, it's drinking beer and having a good time, but it's more just bringing awareness to our culture. One, just just black folks in general. Like I feel like a lot of us do like beer, and it's not because if you go to like a lot of these breweries or if you just ask regular people, the misnomer is black people don't like beer. So as I go to like a lot of breweries and stuff like that, it's usually like a sprinkle full of us in there that we,
Right.
That we see or whatever from time to time, but a lot of times it's not. So for me, I want to just kind of change that aspect or whatever, and just let that be known that there are a lot of black people out here who like beer, who like the taste of beer, who like to drink beer, but there's also a lot of us in the industry that like to work and can sell beer, can make beer. So I just want to kind of bring that level of awareness here, especially here in Baltimore. And I got this is not my original idea, but it's a message that was found with me with the beer culture that I follow. You can follow them at Beer Culture on Instagram. They also are a nice network to where they work together. They give people scholarships. They help.
Wow.
They help get a lot of black people into the beer industry that want to work. They're
That's
they're
awesome.
brewers, sellers. We call them cicerones, which is like the equivalent to like a sommelier. So it's like a lot of different things, avenues to it that I feel like we just haven't tapped into yet that we're passionate about that we can get into. You know what I mean? But I also think it's just something that brings us together. Good conversations, good beer. It's just something else that we can do to the table. You drink to the table besides everything, all the other greatness that we bring to the table.
Fuck yeah.
But it's just another avenue for me that I feel like that we have a hand foot in the culture itself, and we're not necessarily seen or represented in it. And I want to change that.
That's great, man. Well, you definitely got 5 fans in here, that's for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I can't wait to get this started. Look out, 2024, AVB. It's going to be out there. Get ready. Coming for your ass.
Yep, thanks.
So since we are on the topic of beer and cider, I wanted to bring up the topic of what type of drunk you are, what type of drunk your friends are, like what's the worst drunk, the best drunk. Just want to talk a little bit about that. So let's start off with Mr. Chance right here, since he is bringing the alcohol to the beer. What type of drunk are you? When you in there, you concocting and all that, and you tasting it.
Gotta taste the product.
Mm-hmm.
I like to.
You ain't listening to 10 Crack Commandments.
I like to say, like when I describe myself, I like to say it's kind of like Forrest Gump, like a box of chocolates, because you never really know which one you're gonna get.
Oh,
I thought you meant mentally.
I also think that I am a pretty functional drunk. You know what I mean? Like, don't drink and drive, kids.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
But I've noticed that even in my, inebriants and stuff, that I can kind of handle hefty load and still can be pretty functional. I can also be very talkative. That's where when I'm sober, I'm pretty more stoic and more kind of scoping the scene.
Yeah.
Some know me as the life of the party, where I can get out there and dance, cut up a rug.
Oh
okay.
yeah.
Like,
You can shake off.
Very
You can do all that
few.
shit.
Yeah.
Very few have seen the anger that comes out from
Good.
drinking, but
Oh, that sounds
again, that's why
scary.
I said it's a nice little deck of cards that you pull from, so you never really know what you're gonna get. But I do know that certain, like when it comes to alcohol, I know certain alcohols bring out certain
For sure.
traits and
Sure.
stuff like that. You know what I mean? Where beer is more laid back, more relaxed, but I will be talkative and I'll talk your head off. As my brothers can tell you, you don't want to drink with me at night because you might be up till the sun come up.
Oh my god. Yo, that's been me at night. We used, you came back from whatever spot or whatever, and then we've been up till 4 or 5 in the morning just talking bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So he's right about that.
Nice.
So
What's
wait,
that
wait,
like is?
we've been out with you a bunch of times. Well, I don't. What's your drink of choice? I
What
don't
do you
even.
get to? I mean, I don't know if I have a per se drink of choice. Like, I know it depends on what my mood is and what I want done.
Yeah.
Well, which
So-
which drink morphs you into a Jabberwocky and you dance to the bottom
Wow.
of the can?
Jabberwocky.
Every time I've been out with you, that's what I've seen.
I told you, there isn't really an alcohol that unlocks that. That's just there. So
It's innate.
if it's good vibes and a good hype man, I don't need anything.
Oh yeah,
But
that makes
if
one
those
of us.
things aren't there, then I might do like shot of tequila.
Oh, what is wrong with you?
Yes.
Tequila's really good.
Everyone's
I
better.
agree, but I'm not doing a shot of it. Or
Apparently-
any-
apparently
at this point, any shots, really.
I would argue.
I wanna say
don't
something
have
out
good
loud,
tequila,
but-
you should take
Just
a shot.
saying,
That
it's a
could
safe
be true,
space.
too. That could be true, too.
Yeah, like if I start off too strong, like I'm like, oh, I took a couple shots, I need to chill out. I'll drink a beer, and then
There you
bring
go.
it back down.
There you go.
So, but the problem with all that is because we all been raised in the Stone Cold era of binge drinking.
Yeah.
It's not
316,
not until you go to
motherfuckers.
lay your ass down at night is when it's like, fuck, I did too much.
Yes.
That's the next day, and now I'm in my 30s. It takes days to recover.
Oh man, it hurts differently.
It does. It really does.
Yo, the research we do now to avoid hangovers is ridiculous.
I haven't gotten there because I'm like a glutton for punishment.
We'll
sometimes,
talk.
So where I'm just like,
We'll talk.
I just gotta dug it out until I can't. Like I'll stick to my waters, vitamin waters, things like that. But I'm not really looking for a quick remedy other than the quickest remedy would be
No.
to drink another alcohol.
You're wrong. See, what you do is it's just like doing an oil change. You know what I'm saying? You make sure that you're taken care of before your engine goes to shit. You feel what I'm saying? So, we'll talk.
Yeah.
We-
Hold on. Can I blow out a quick hangover secret? When you gotta work the next morning, ramen noodles, 2 packs.
Oh my
Really?
God.
Really?
Take that joint. It's not gonna take all of it, but it diminishes your hangover probably by like
Probably got less sodium.
40%.
Yeah.
It diminishes
yeah.
your hangover. So
Yeah.
like 2 packs of ramen noodles. If you like come though late at night, you like snap what I'm gonna do. 2 packs, it'll be better in the morning.
So you eat it before you go to bed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Eat it before you go to bed.
Interesting.
Yo, you also got, you know what? One remedy I found, after a night of drinking, it's usually not the headache or anything like that. It's my stomach. You know what I'm saying? My stomach goes to shit, literally. So one thing I always suggest is taking the stuff that you take for motion sickness. What was that? Is that
Dramamine?
Dramamine? Take that before you go to bed, and it wouldn't hurt to do Pepto also.
We are not doctors. This is not a medical
Right.
advice.
Yeah,
Chance is a doctor.
Oh yeah,
I'm
Chance
not
is a doctor.
but there is some science to that.
Aha!
We call them antiemetics, which is basically things that treat nausea, motion sickness, stuff like that.
See?
No, I
You
just
still wanna
no.
feel like
I'm
crap.
sure it was right. I just didn't want to get sued.
But,
Yeah,
but
yeah, we don't-
there
yeah.
are other things but those are products that we're not going to push yet. But there are other things to prevent it that you take. There's one product I take, and it tells you to take while you're drinking because it breaks down all the harmful enzymes. And you take it while you're drinking. You drink water with it, and then you continue to drink it.
Gotcha.
And then there's one thing that you take. It's a water. You take it after an hour after your last drink. Corey, you know what I'm talking about. You take it before. You take it an hour after your last drink, and then you gravy in the morning.
Yo.
Besides the fact that you don't sleep naturally, which sucks. But
Wait, what?
well, you don't sleep. Well, when you after a night of drinking, you don't sleep
I
naturally.
think the best.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
no,
thought you were talking about the thing.
No. You pass out.
The quality of sleep is shit.
It's, not,
Yeah.
it's terrible quality of sleep. That's
Right.
You're not aware
Even
of
the-
it.
You don't go
Yeah.
through your natural sleep cycle. It's interrupted. So
Oh, one other thing too. Another joint that helps you with hangover. Only certain liquor stores sell it, but it comes in like a little blue bottle. It looks like 5 Hour Energy.
that's what I'm talking about.
Oh, it's
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, facts.
Yeah,
facts,
that's what I'm
facts.
talking about. Yeah,
Facts, facts.
absolutely.
So Flash, what kind of drunk?
We have a venting partnership with them. So we
I like that. I
yeah,
like that.
we do.
Same thing, man. It just depends on the drink. Like Tito's make me want to argue and fight. Crown makes me want to chill. If I drink anything outside of that, it just makes me want to just have fun, relax, and chill. And now, for some reason, Casamigos, that just makes you want to like flirt and chill for whatever reason. Don't know why.
good old tequila get you horny.
That's true.
All right,
You're
so
not a wine drinker.
Let's
huh?
keep the
I hate wine,
Tito's
'cause, like, wine and
away
beer
from
makes me
all
sick.
of our spaces.
no
Come to have
no
fun.
Tito's were
No
flashing.
No
Tito's.
Tito's. Okay.
At any of our functions.
What about you, Vinny?
I am a highly sociable drunk, which is like the polar opposite
Truth.
of what I am normally.
That's not true.
I know y'all, but
I
like
hope.
after I get a couple of first couple of drinks, I'm like I'll talk to anybody and everybody, be mad sociable. Once we're like X number of shots in or whatever's going on for the night, once I get super drunk, it's like time to save the world. how we can fix this and we can band this together.
Right.
I gotta ask you, are you the drunk that will, like, once you get in that mode, like you say, are you the one that's going to buy around for anybody that you're around with, or?
That's all of us. in
I
this
have
group.
Only people I know. If I don't know you, you ain't
Oh
getting
yeah,
it.
true. Oh yeah.
yeah, no, yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, I'll volunteer rounds for people I know, but or as an investment for whatever chick that you want to talk
Exactly.
to. In your
That's
back,
the
in your,
right
in your
answer.
backsliding days.
That's
Can
the
I ask
right
a question?
answer.
If you, what is your rules of thumb? Like, if you want to talk to a chick, but she also has friends, so do you buy a drink for just that chick, or do you buy drinks for the chick and the friends?
Just chick.
I've done
Let me
both.
tell
I've
you
done
something.
both.
I'm gonna give you a PSA, gentlemen. When you're trying to rap to a girl, first of all, make sure you take her away from the friends group. And make sure there's people in between. Well, I'm talking about when you go to the bar. When you go to the bar. When you go to the bar.
Real
That
predatory.
sounded real racist.
It's getting a little, we're getting a little rapey here.
In voice only, it sounds pretty bad, but
Yeah.
hence the drink strategy.
Make sure she's nice
Right.
and staggering across the floor.
So you buy if she's with her friend group, you can separate her by if you're on the opposite side of the bar, you
Right.
send the drink down, have the bartender send the drink down,
Right.
and then she'll walk over.
Well, we've had times
Touche.
where
I know some
Touche.
preference.
where
Some real good
I think
wine.
every single one of us have had an opportunity where we talk to the homies and be like, yo, I'm rapping the shorty, y'all take care of the other shorties. You know what I'm saying? Because first of all,
Sure.
the ugly, annoying girl is gonna she hates the pretty friends already. She hates every last one of them.
The remainder of one theory.
Yeah.
I'm ready to go home.
Right.
Like, shorty,
Taco
shorty.
Bell's closing in an hour. So
Yeah.
we already know our roles.
So this
All right, we're gonna wrap the shorty. You know what I'm saying? Y'all take care of the other girls, and we good. You know what I'm saying? The men instinctually know that's our role when we go out. You know what I'm saying? So why are you looking at me like that, man?
I was about to say.
What is the
I
problem?
hate to be the Debbie Downer in that, but this is why my friends hate me because you got 5 minutes tops, maybe.
Oh, you're a dick.
I'm very honest, so I'm either all the way in or I'm not, and it gets detected very early. So I can't go no longer.
He can't
If
bullshit.
I'm not interested, you got probably 3 minutes to make the move.
But you ain't
Before
got
I'm had, because I'm just like, at this point,
Terrible.
I'm not interested.
That
I'm
is
head.
terrible. That is
You
awful.
got me.
You
So
got
I'm
one UFC round to get this
You
done.
gotta make it count. 'Cause
But here's the thing: you ain't gotta holler at shorty. You just gotta keep her occupied. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It's
yo,
hard.
that's the thing, though, because it's always perceived as
Yeah.
that you want to be talked to. Like, he must be feeling me, and I'm like, that's not what this is. So,
Oh shit.
let's have some drinks. You know what I mean? Let's go to the bar and let's try to shoot the shit. But after a while, I feel like they always catch on. Like, oh, you really not trying to get my number? And I'm like,
Oh, man.
Where's my friend at? He's up there still trying to seal the deal.
so then
like, yo, 5 more minutes, dog.
No.
5 more minutes.
She's coming. I can't do it any
I can't
longer.
hold her off no more. Like,
I can't hold her off.
especially if it's the one that is known to be the linebacker of the group that's gonna.
Oh yeah,
fucking
yeah. You're
stop the
literally,
blitz, you know what I mean?
you're
Like,
literally the offensive line, and you're stopping.
I'm already 100-something pounds soaking wet, so how much I'm stopping.
I'm gonna shoot some bell for the linebacker because I'm sure I was the linebacker in some sense.
Like, Lord,
I
say
do
the
know where it
whole,
comes
like,
from.
Yeah,
oh,
like-
time to go.
It's
It's
It's like, and
to go.
sometimes your friends be the issue too because you can't trust them bitches around niggas when they fucked up.
Yeah.
Like you feel like you gotta babysit them to some degree. Because if I go home and something happens to her, how am I explain?
But ain't she
To
a
her
grown
family.
woman though? Like, yo,
Well,
you
this
know,
is-
with dogs.
Some chicks do
Oh.
need babysitting.
Unfortunately, that's true.
And that's another thing I want to go into.
And
This
some-
is
and some
more,
niggas
this is
that
more
don't
early
believe-
20s. This
I
is
think-
more early
some dudes-
20s behavior.
Well, wait, what kind of drunk are you?
I'm the party drunk. Like, I would rather music be playing and we're dancing and all that, because liquor, there's no liquor in the world that tastes good to me. All the shit is nasty. So I'm already drinking and I don't want to drink because it's disgusting. So I need something to be like, you know, get the party going. I hate feeling sick. That's the thing. So if we're gonna be drinking, let it count. Let it be worth it.
Let it count. Let it count. I love it.
Let it be worth it. But now, like, unfortunately, my husband, he's the alky. So we be just drinking in the house, taking shots. But it's chill with him because we be laughing and
can't.
geeking. But
That's
I
good.
would rather not do that. I would rather drink in a party setting. Like, I just hate just being home and
Gotcha.
being drunk and still having to operate.
No.
So I've gone from the party drunk and just dancing and having fun to now, like, being the responsible drunk because I still got to be a mom, even though I'm like 17 shots in.
Yes.
Side note,
Nope. Put down those scissors.
side note, no bullshit.
Don't make me change.
Drinking with your husband is like fighting the final boss.
It
on the
is,
game.
man. It's horrible.
You know,
I
you know,
feel you.
the
I just
difference.
wanna-
Like, you know, it's like, look, man, she about to be
So-
fucked up after this one.
Right.
Yo, Chase, listen. There's peer pressure. Then there's smooth peer pressure where you don't even realize you being peer pressure. He put
Do
his
you
arm, he put
know
his arm around you.
he's
and
met my husband?
There you go.
He's
Yeah.
met my husband, so he know how hard it is to tell this man no.
Next thing I know, room is
That's
spinning.
my
I'm like,
homeboys.
wait.
That's my homeboys.
And it's
Always
just like, yo,
you're
so
like
I-
the devil, because
Yes.
one drink turned into 7, and I'm like,
Yes.
but I never told you.
And don't have good news. He's taking
Oh,
shots
man.
to every
Shout out
syllable
Victoria. Yes.
of the good news. Alright, let's take a shot to that. Then, let's take a shot to that. Something. Let's take a shot to
We're
that.
breathing.
Great. Let's take a shot to that. You only said one sentence and we already 4 shots in. What the fuck? Like, that man is a menace. But
You know.
Yo, let me tell you how bad it is in my household. Like, my 3-year-old daughter knows my alcohol cup. Like, she knows it as daddy's juice.
Daddy's juice. Literally. Clap it up for daddy's juice.
That's it. We got a
just
title
wanna
for the
put-
episode. We got a title.
I just want to have a moment of silence for all the spouses out there, man or woman, whoever you are, that are being forced to drink in the house. That are being forced. The pandemic just took it to a whole nother level. I feel for y'all. We need to get I ain't even on Facebook. Let's get a Facebook community. We need to meet, have a therapy session because times are crazy right now.
Oh, man. Oh.
Go
All
ahead,
right,
Mr.
Mr.
Brown.
Brown.
Oh.
What type of drunk are you?
Well, hence my alias
Dr.
here.
Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
No, hence my
Dr.
alias.
Dr. Corey and Mr. Brown.
There you go.
Lord have mercy. So for me, I can guess it's like, so I'm definitely someone who's a lot more introverted and quiet in my normal life. So
Yeah.
So the term liquid courage, that's literally me with drinks. So I drink. For me, I drink because it's fun. Don't get me wrong. You know what I mean? But it definitely, if you're someone who has social anxiety like I do, that definitely helps. So
I think that happened at what you call party when we just randomly was dancing crazy.
God.
That was a lot of liquid courage.
Wait,
Two
what?
introverts,
two introverts
yeah.
and just like vibing and
What
just
party is
dancing.
this?
Whatever that restaurant was when me and Mr. Brown was like,
Oh,
Had
that's
a
one of the
dance
best
battle?
pictures in my phone.
We were dancing like we were on Molly the whole time.
yes, you would have thought we was on Molly. It was the best dance of my life.
Wow.
That is bad.
But basically, I'm the type. So for me, it's a more turned up version of myself, I guess, if you will. So I definitely like to party. I like to dance. I'm a lot more talkative. Now when it gets too far gone, I can be, what's the word? Just stupid. I'm never the aggressive drunk. I'm never like angry or fighting. It's just more so when I'm sloppy, I just like do stupid shit. Like I'll wander around. You know what I'm saying? I'll get the urge of like let me wander around, look for this, and then y'all been around me a long
Gotta start
time.
babysitting your ass.
Yeah.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you, it'd be so messed up, man, because like he be out there loving life, and there's always some guy that is mad that he's loving life, and then wants to like try to mess it up some kind of way. Like,
Hater.
Yeah.
sir.
And we're always looking out for it too. Like,
So
You know,
He wants you.
we love partying with Mr. Listen, we always have a theory. We love.
I'm about to say.
It's like your
It's all
third
good.
time.
It's all good.
It's all good.
You
It's
just
all
say,
good.
keep saying my
It's all
man's
good.
name.
It's all
He
good.
thought about you like.
It's all good.
But we love C. But
His name is Mr. Brown.
yeah, but we love
Y'all-
partying with Mr.
Y'all
Brown.
enjoy partying with
Lust
Mr. Brown.
and
Yeah.
adore.
You know, it'd be funny because it's like, in the beginning, it's like, hey guys, how you doing? And then that SpongeBob episode, few moments later.
Yeah, it's literally a personality.
There literally have been times, B, and I know you know what I'm talking about, where this man's pants has been almost around his ankles and
Whoa!
stuff like that. We're like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Now, speaking of peer pressure, on the polar opposite end of the peer pressure spectrum is Mr. Brown.
Yeah.
Mr. Brown will just bring a drink to you, like, and just like throw it at your chest and
There's
spill
no
it, just be
talk.
like, don't be no bitch.
Very stone cold, like.
Yes, very right. Yes.
And strong as
I
shit.
don't know where,
Say no.
I don't know where that comes from because again, y'all know me.
I haven't
you ain't seen that
witnessed
part.
this.
No, but I mean, you know, normally in my everyday life, I'm a lot more soft spoken. So maybe it's just that
It
whatever
comes out.
aggressiveness
Here's the thing.
that I want to have, it comes
It
out.
comes
naturally.
out.
And here's my rule, right? Like, if we're in a club, if we're in a lounge or somewhere where there's a lot of dancing going around, if I need to find Mr. Brown, all I do is just find where the circle is.
Well,
And I care. I'm not a great
That's
dancer
where
at
you
all.
want to be at.
Didn't you
So let's
break
go over
something?
there.
Dancing?
I might have shit.
no, she talking about your leg.
You hurt
Oh,
your leg or
I broke
something?
my ankle.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that wasn't dancing. That was
No,
actually
Mr. Brown, hold
dancing.
on.
That would have been an idiot.
Mr. Brown, can I please share this story? The wedding story.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
Yo, on my wedding, this man had a broken leg. He had a scooter with his leg and was still the life of the party.
Yeah, he
Out of
was.
nowhere, all you heard about, go Crib, go Crib, go Crib. I'm like, yo, who did I see Mr. Brown just walking around dancing? I said,
Yo.
Hey, yo, calling that man
Wait.
Crip is hilarious.
It was great.
That was
He
they
was
got
like
that.
that in
Then we went to DR.
He
Well,
was
because-
They
Yeah,
call
that literally
you-
that summer.
What do they call you? The scoot? The scoot?
Scooter man, little crib. I heard all kinds of shit.
Hey,
Bull
I like it.
scooter.
So another fun fact, I actually learned just talking to our mother. So
Oh.
that whole switching that personality, apparently that our grandfather used to be like that too.
Oh.
Got it on.
So apparently he passed that down to you.
Oh,
Sure,
I never heard that. Oh.
Shout out
Said,
to
reminds you
the
the bloodline.
Shout out to Pop, man. Rest in
You out
peace.
here making the ancestors proud.
That's right.
Right. So really, you're doing a good service.
Oh, okay.
Right.
He's up there in heaven.
Paying homage.
He's up there in heaven just.
Pop locking
Tapping
with
his
you.
chest.
Making Pop proud.
If I would ever see my granddad pop lock, that would be hilarious.
So,
Right.
alright, fine.
So
Yeah.
So
Let's
little-
say the best for last.
Yeah.
Say the best
You already
for
know
last.
Predator. Okay.
Targeting for assassination.
So, first of all,
Catch to the left.
I'm with my man Chance with I know the type of night I want to have when I go out with you sons of bitches, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a vodka whore. I love me some vodka. So that's the night I know I'm gonna be up till like 4 in the morning. Y'all already know when we come back from going out, if I've had vodka all night, we're staying up till 3. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about shit. Y'all passing out while I'm talking to you. I don't care. I'm gonna keep going.
You're gonna get this conversation.
That's right.
Sounds like when we collide, we're gonna be up to the sun coming.
Absolutely, we are. We've done that. We did that at Mr. Brown's birthday. We were up till like 3, just
Same with
bullshit.
my homeboy Deshaun, we do it all the time.
Yeah. Same with tequila, but tequila I'm hornier. You know what I'm saying? Like,
It has to be a woman present, huh?
So how'd your
Yeah.
wife? How'd your
as,
wife?
as opposed to what? Like, what are you talking about?
Fellas,
Nah,
it's like, no, y'all gotta go.
Oh, I don't think that. Yeah. Wine. That's a school night type thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like if I'm trying to just if I want to enjoy myself a little bit, bag another million. You know what I'm saying? I'm like I'll have some wine with me. You know what I'm saying? While listening to Flash would come over, We'll listen to some Drake, drink some wine, hang out. You know what I'm saying?
As he cries in the shower.
Hey, yo,
Wine and drink just sounds like a terrible conversation.
time out on me. 2 grown men sipping wine, listening to Drake sounds
Like
crazy.
Me and my
Sounds
homegirl,
suspect.
Me
Yo,
and my
We
homegirl.
move closer to each other. We're like, do you really hate Drake?
Me and my
listen,
homegirl got the same guys.
And that's when he punches
We've
me in
been
the
drinking,
face.
listening to Drake, we be like, we're drinking and driving. So
Yes.
Yo, listening to Marvin's
that's a
Room.
new term now.
That's right.
yeah,
Sharing emotions.
But like on the slow down, I love me some seltzers. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the type of drunk I am, I'm every type of drunk except angry. So I like to party, but I'm definitely I'm out here when we got some vodka in us. And I made a declaration, but these sons of bitches won't get me out of it. They keep pulling me back in. I don't do shots anymore. I hate them. I can't stand them anymore.
I tried to do shots less too, though.
No, but here go Mr. Brown. Yo, you want a shot? Here come Flash. Yo, you a bitch if you don't take this shot. You know what I'm saying?
No mixed drinks.
Yeah, I can't do it, but they keep pulling. It's like Michael from The Godfather. I'm trying to get out, but they keep pulling me back in.
But he gets his payback though, because he makes you dance whether you want to or not.
That's
like
true.
you're not going to be beside me last and have a good time.
You
Like,
dance.
Nah, he make money moves.
That's right.
I'll give you a quick little 2-step, depending on how much alcohol, maybe a little bit more. But
He do the lean back. He do the lean back. The Fat Joe lean back. You know what I'm saying?
I like it.
Yeah.
So I got a
Alright.
segue question.
Sure.
Now that for the younger people that could be listening, like for you guys though, what were you like? How was your introductions to alcohol? Like, what was like the
That's a
first
good
drink that you had, and like, you know what I mean?
I think
Like,
mine
I
was
remember.
Bacardi, Gold.
I can taste
Do
it
they
right
still
now.
make Bacardi?
yeah,
Do they? I didn't know.
What's the
and
staple?
is that still your go-to drink current?
Hell.
Oh.
Okay,
I
well,
didn't
we
really
can
know
yeah,
that.
that's a
Let's
great
go over.
question. Yeah, we can go around. Okay, yeah,
That's
yeah,
a
yeah.
psychological. I never even thought about that.
All right, so
I can
so
start. You
go
want
ahead,
to think
go ahead.
about it?
Do it.
So, actually, mine is shrouded in irony because my dad used to love Jack Daniels, like straight. And then I remember
Savage.
I was like 8, and I had a Batman cup, and I drank out of it. And I'm like, this is a weird juice.
Oh, good.
So I was like, I spit it out, and I never liked Jack or dark liquor.
That's why you drink light. To
Yeah,
this day.
yeah.
Traumatized.
Yeah.
My man has an origin story.
But yeah,
That makes
that's
sense.
yeah, that's
All
my
right,
first.
all right, Chance.
So for me, as I can like my furthest memory recalling back, it came from like my best friend and I used to stay at his grandma's house or whatever. Like she used to, not to judge this woman, she was a saint, but to get us to go to bed, she would give us what we call sweet soda.
Wow.
That's
Take
crazy.
a little bit of this, baby.
Yeah, so
Now they
that
got the
was,
kids
like,
melatonin.
introduction. Yeah, that was now they got melatonin.
Mhm.
Right. But then I remember I think I was like 13 or 14, and we were at a cookout, and my uncle was like, he used to make like his own corn liquor and stuff. So they were all drinking and whatever, and then I used to always want to be in adult's business. At 13, I always wanted to be in the mix. I don't know why I was rushing to grow up, but that's what it was. So I remember coming to the table and was like, what y'all drinking? And he was like, oh, it's some corn liquor. And then my uncle was like, wow, what, you want some? And I was like,
So you
I looked
started
at my
off
mom.
savage.
I looked at my mom, and my mom was like, I mean, we gonna find out if you like it or not, basically. I
Test.
remember I had a drink. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever had. And then later on, it turned into I think when I wanted to fold under the peer pressure of drinking with my high school friends or whatever, I did a whole experiment separately by myself to because I didn't trust people. So I was just like, I ain't about to get real drunk and then y'all be doing too much. So I was like, let me start learning my tolerance level. So I would he would come home from the weekends and I would steal some alcohol out of his bags. And he'd come home from college, I'd try a little Mad Dog here, try a little Southern Comfort
Mad
here.
Dog, oh my
You know what I
god.
mean? And then I remember Hennessy got me trashed, and I was just like, okay, stay away from this.
There you go.
Well, I can drink it down like a fish, but yeah, vodka was actually my go-to though. Because a little degenerate. Take a little bit, put it in your apple juice. Go to high school. Go through your classes.
Wow.
Did you really?
Wow.
That's some county shit right there.
County shit.
That's some county shit, absolutely.
Definitely, that is county shit to the max. And a lot of people did it too. Like that's why I was like, oh well, y'all just ain't gonna know it from me. Like you're not gonna know I'm drunk, but.
Did you go to the same school that was in Cruel Intentions?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck, yo?
It was
I'm telling you, bro, in the suburbs it's different. Yo, it's
Yeah,
different.
like,
The suburbs is
like
different.
in my school, they was mixing alcohol and some smoking weed. And then you would go to like the fair skin schools, and they were popping pills.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
Coke and
what
all
the fuck
that
is going
shit.
on here?
Yeah,
Like,
savage.
like it's normal. And I'm like, nah. Y'all
Honestly, the
acid,
first time I've really like ever seen like quote unquote harder drugs was around our friends at the fair skin persuasion.
family of caucus.
All right, so
What would you introduce?
Flash, what about you?
So my first one actually I think was at homecoming when I was in high school. We had just finished the game, and I need to add Paul Parmesan to that Tito's list.
Oh man.
First drink, boy. I'm telling you, I know people make jokes about Henny, but
Yeah.
Paul have you can beat everybody in the room. Like, he like, yo, 10 of them, I got you,
Paul
man,
not
let's
gonna
go.
back and just be like, I can take these things.
Exactly.
While on your back.
Exactly.
Like,
Yeah,
y'all see
right.
like the little TikTok drinks where it's like the dude, like somebody be doing something and then little like Grim Reaper like come up like, hey,
Yeah.
chill.
Yeah.
That is Paul.
Yo, Paul, man. Yeah.
How
Paul,
old-
ain't ready for
how
that.
old
How
were
old
you?
were you?
I was 16.
Mm-hmm.
16, yeah. And I remember I didn't even want to drink like that, but it was the varsity team, you know what I'm saying? And like all the starters is like, yo, Ed, you ain't gonna tell them no. It's like,
Right.
yo, all right.
Yeah.
Damn it, so you want to drink something,
Peer
but
pressure.
That
Yeah.
peer pressure for real, man.
What about you, Mr. Dan?
All right. So for me, I feel like I was a late bloomer hearing all y'all. Because I think so. I
Well, I started at 8, so you can't get me earlier than that.
I feel like I might have had some beer at some point before this, but I can't remember it. The first drink I remember having was with you, actually, DJ Vilas. It was
You're welcome.
it was Smirnoff vodka. I remember it
Oh my God.
literally
Oh, yeah.
tasted like what rubbing alcohol smelled. So, and yeah, and then I did like
Wait, where we have that at?
we was probably in your car. We weren't driving, but we had just parked. I think we
Good
went
old
to
freaking
over Parkville. That
Oh,
that situation. But
Let's see.
but now as far as I can't. I used to drink light like all the time. That was my go-to, and I can't anymore. Like the last time I had some Kettle One was like 4 or 5 months ago, and I couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
Now my
I
go-to is
physically can't do it.
right.
Wait, are you serious right now?
I'm
Are you
serious.
being
man.
fucking
I'm
serious?
I
dead
get
serious,
instant
man.
headache from vodka if it's not
My,
mixed.
You all are nuts.
my go-
You're a liar.
I'm serious, man. This was after you.
You're a bona fide liar.
You're lying, the truth ain't in you.
Yeah.
my go-to drink is an old fashioned,
Nice.
which is a simple
my
drink for
God.
ingredients, but
Nice
difficult to
voice.
make apparently.
It is.
And my favorite right now is Bullet. So
Oh, right. True.
So,
Nice.
True.
yeah.
Shout out
I don't know what that is.
to
Bourbon, whiskey, bourbon, and a rock.
It's disgusting.
I actually
All
like
of
the
them
rock.
are.
I think
Yeah.
I don't know
I think
actually.
they're Maryland based. I think
Now I gotta look that up.
I
What
know
was-
Sagamore is, and Sagamore's dope.
Oh, Sagamore's great.
What about you?
I was introduced through other people. I never actually bought liquor myself until like probably well
Somebody
after.
said, yeah, girl.
Yeah, right.
No, my friends were girls too. They like I ain't know nothing about that. Like so they would get it from whoever they got it from, probably whatever dudes they was messing with or their cousins, and we would share the tiniest of tiniest bottles. And that's the only time I would drink it. Then when I actually was buying it myself, I guess when we was going to the clubs, like what was that club called? Down
City?
PowerPoint Power Plant.
The one in the back.
Iguana?
Iguana Canteen.
Oh.
Yeah. When they had the mixed drinks, all you can drink and all that. Yeah.
Lord,
So that was
Lord.
like, that was club days. You had to be 21 at that point?
18.
Not
18.
even.
18. That's because I had a fake. I had a fake ID, so I was already like
Oh shit!
thought I was
homegirl.
older than I
Yeah,
was. So I was going to the clubs before I was actually old enough to go. And so it was more. That's how I was introduced. Really, just having fun. So that's why I like to have fun when I drink now. But it started off with whatever we could get,
Shout
like
I hear that.
Hypnotic,
Shout out to those homegirls.
Yes.
You know
Hypnotic, Bacardi, Goose,
Hypnotic.
I remember the Hypnotic. Remember?
Nouveau,
Huh?
like
What was that drink that people used to make?
So
Is that
we
the
were-
Incredible Hulk?
The
yeah, Incredible Heart,
Or Hennessy
So-
Hypnotic.
yeah.
Incredible Hulk.
That's the Incredible Hulk?
Yeah,
high school, high school.
Hypno and Henny.
Yeah.
I was actually turned off from Hypnotic because my first weekend in college, someone had too much Hypno and threw up in the bath. Like they threw up in one of the stalls, they threw up in one of the showers,
Ew.
and they threw up in one of the
Did he
sinks.
come up blue or did he come
Right, they look like
Green, yeah.
Purple,
Wow.
neon purple,
Artist colors.
and the cleaners didn't come on the weekends, so it just sat from Friday night until Monday morning when they came.
Nasty.
Nasty.
That's
Yo,
fucking
y'all just
disgusting.
gave me a
Welcome to the
whole
exorcism.
revelation on like, because now like we're thinking about angry alcohol and all of that. Like y'all was probably conditioned to that because when I think about it, like when I was drinking, like when I first started like drinking normally, we used to go to the tunnel and like
Fight.
the tunnel used to be somebody would get
Okay,
fighting or get stabbed like every hour. And it would never stop the club. Like they would
They
just
kept
move
going,
out,
roll 'em
and then
out.
everybody just finished going back dancing again. And I remember you always feeling like, yo, all right, we always got to be on guard in case something happened.
Why would you go to a place like that?
Because the mates, they have some gorgeous girls
It
there.
was
Oh
fun. That's
my
what
God.
it is. Yeah.
Right.
So you're either gonna get laid or die.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
What-
You're gonna get pants freak danced on and fight.
Yep.
That's
Had
what
those
they
Spartan
did.
rules.
How fun.
It really was.
That sounds terrible.
It really
That sounds
was.
like
That's
a,
that city life.
It was really worth it.
that sounds like the worst night ever.
I do not regret any time going
Hey,
there.
that's all that matters.
God, that sounds like the place that they went to where Ludacris was at, or Hustle and Flow. You know what I'm saying?
This man gonna take it back to
Take
a
it back.
movie.
He will.
He gonna take it back to a movie.
What's the takeaway?
Oh, I ain't get mine.
Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry, Mr.
Go ahead.
Brown.
Oh,
This man is a podcast listener.
yay! What's the
Go ahead, Mr.
takeaway?
Brown.
Oh,
Oh,
so
Mr. Brown got to give his.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
okay.
true. So technically the first time I had it was a similar story to Vilas where I had it. I accidentally had it as a kid and I shouldn't have. I was at my grandfather's house. Oddly enough, I remember they had crabs or something. They were eating some kind of dinner. It was either Thanksgiving dinner or crabs. I can't remember. But there was a cup on the table. I thought it was ginger ale. And it was like beer. And I thought it was disgusting. I remember I cried. Like it was nasty. So I was like, I'm good on this reading.
This is disgusting.
So I didn't drink again.
Someone peed in my cup.
That's probably what I thought it was. That's probably why I got upset. But I didn't drink again until probably 10 years later. I was like almost 18. It was the summer before I went away to college. And yeah, a couple friends from high school. They were like a year younger than me, but they was like, "Yo, we were just hanging out one night." And then this is back when like the gas stations here would actually sell beer and wine. Because
Really? I didn't know
that
that
was a great
existed.
time. I swear to God, we were in Edgewood somewhere. We got. I remember it wrong, but I swear to God, we got two. But basically, we got a bunch of 40s, and I
bunch
remember
of-
we literally just got like some. So OE, Old English. That was my like first like time getting drunk. Was like I had like 2 40s, and I was like, nah. I was like, oh
Kept
shit.
it hood for real.
Yeah, I was far removed from the hood at that point. You know, I'm in the
I always
suburbs.
wanted to taste a 40.
Yeah, I've never had a 40.
You're not
No,
missing anything.
I'm the only person that had a
You are
40
not
year.
not had one, but you're not missing anything.
No, it ain't that good. It's just like malt. So malt liquor is like.
Got an idea for
Yeah,
it.
'cause I remember my mom and all her them used to drink. They used to drink St. Ives back in the day.
40s are beers, but
It's yo,
cheaper version.
a cheaper version of it. Oh,
I'm about
okay.
to say it make you
It's more
throw up.
sugar. Yeah.
Yeah, so I had like 2. Yeah, I had 2 OEs, and then going in. That was literally the summer before I went to college, and then my freshman year. Yeah, when we started drinking, we would actually get 40s. That would be our pregame. So we would get like OE or Steel Reserve.
Did you leave it in the bag when you drunk it?
Nah, I didn't. Actually, no, I did. I did. I thought I was supposed to do it. So yeah, that was my first drink, and I don't drink those currently. But,
So you're drinking in the trenches.
well, technically,
40s,
because technically we had that wave where everybody was on like the Lamaritas, right?
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that?
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's technically a form of malt liquor, kind of, right?
Yes.
So-
Shit.
So, yeah, I think so.
So let's get to the real question.
Fact check.
When was the first time you did coke? It's like no.
Never.
It's like no.
Well, I was 9, and
9, you say?
It's like no.
And then when I drink now, it's basically I drink. I mean, I literally would
Sniff a
drink
line.
I will drink anything other than gin. So pretty much, but
Yeah, I can't do gin.
Gin's like the one I don't
Brings
do.
the alcohol, so
But
it's
I waver between lately. I'm either doing tequila or I'm going to be doing dark. So I'm doing some kind of whiskey. That's where I gravitate towards lately. But I'll have vodka sometimes. Sure. If I'm with him.
Mm-hmm.
This whole conversation has made my kidney hurt.
I know, right?
I gotta pee now.
I know.
Right. All right. Anybody
So
got an
yeah,
alley?
can we wrap this up?
Yeah.
So what are we taking from this? Because I have to pee.
So you beat me with the takeaway? All right. So the takeaways. Drink when you're ready.
Mm-hmm.
Drink in moderation. Know yourself before you get out around these friends. In regular technology today, you end up on TikTok.
Hey.
That's the most responsible
That's
takeaway
another
ever.
thing.
Right. Enjoy. Have fun.
Everything's recorded.
Have fun. And if you're 8, pay attention to the cup that you pick up.
Yes.
Especially if it's a Batman cup.
So you got some serious shit for us.
Always do. So, what's up, guys? Today, I just have quick statement on this stuff. I feel a little bit of a way. Everybody's aware of what was going on with Tyree Nichols and what happened between him and the police. For those of y'all that don't know, there's another black guy that had an unfortunate encounter with police that left him dead. And we kind of go through the same cycle we always go through. People get upset. People want to, protest, march, which is cool. People, want to call on government, which brings me to the issue of people trying to call out Biden on the situation. And my biggest frustration with this is Biden's already said, Biden and Kamala was like, yo, if y'all can get the bill to my desk, then I will sign it happily. But they want to put the pressure on Biden and blame Biden when you really need to be leaning on the Republicans and any other member of Congress that's not trying to get the bill passed. We really need to start trying to see. We need to stop being upset and having all this emotional reacting and start really trying to focus on how to get things done. And my point with that being is, if you have a politician that's in your area that is not in support of that bill, then you need to lean on it because your vote matters and your opinion matters. But it's only going to matter if you make it matter. But you have to get informed and to figure out who's making these moves because otherwise we're going to keep going through the same cycle over and over and over again. So if I can get one thing across to you guys right now is, learn your politicians, learn what they can and can't do. So that way you're not just yelling in the air. And then the ones that aren't affected that, hold them accountable.
And real quick, what does that bill entail for those that may not know?
So George Floyd Policing Act is basically going to ban chokeholds. It's kind of taking away some of the protection for police that protects them from lawsuits, and it takes away some of their due process in terms of them being immune from prosecution. Because one of the things that happens with police now is that if I do something messed up, I can resign. I get a good amount of time to come up with a statement, and my union can come before me and be like, hey, look, this is what happened. Like, D.L. Hughley put it best. If I cheated on my girl and you give me 48 hours to come up with a story, I'm going to be all right. Like, have that same liability. If it happened then, come up with your statement then. It happened right there. Your memory's the best. There's no reason why you need 2 days to come up with a story. Hold them accountable initially. You know what I'm saying? It just basically puts that pressure on them to make sure that, hey, look, you will be held accountable. So let's take away the account. Let's take away the fact that they can quit their job before they're prosecuted. Let's take away the fact that, hey, if you're chokeholding somebody and they tend to die, that you're held accountable and not you just move to another job. Like, all of these things are going to be into that bill. But long story short, that's what we're working on now, and that's just going to be a start. But until we actually put pressure on them, then nothing's going to change. So just learn who you can hold accountable for that.
All right.
Very well said.
Yes, just want to close this out
Yeah.
tonight. Thank you guys for having me on board.
Hey.
Thank you guys for trying my beers and giving your honest feedback.
Thank you for giving us your beer.
Thank you guys for the topics. It's been fun conversation. Till next time.
All right.
Peace.
Where
And
can they
check
follow
us-
you?
You can follow me on Instagram at AVB4775.
All right.
And don't forget to follow your favorite podcasters at Beer Plans Podcasts on Instagram. We out.
Peace.
We out shit.
Drink beer.